Alright, I've got my TC2000 weekly daily chart, and I have my scan here looking at ADR greater than 5, and this is set for a daily squeeze. So here you'll see the squeeze indicator down here, and then I have it sorted by, let's sort it by the fastest moving stocks over the last 22 days. So these are the percent gainers, and then let's keep it here. Okay. Conglomerate, BFSH. Oh, this should be in a daily squeeze, right? Isn't it? It's not showing a daily squeeze. Do I have this set right? Squeeze. True on a daily. Here's my squeeze formula. True now. It's true now, so it just could be one bar. True for one dot. Yeah, so there's one dot right there. Okay. CRVO. Looking for obvious setups here. Oh, arm. Should think that that's ready to pull back out of the daily squeeze. See how extended this is from the 10? Still 22% from the 10 on the weekly. It's really extended. Right, and you had some volume here in the daily. But it didn't go anywhere. It actually pulled back. If anything, I would short that if it broke lower. GLT. Yeah, I think some of these, they're just not ready still. Just because it's in a daily squeeze doesn't mean that it's ready to go higher. Now, does it? Bitcoin, now maybe that one. Look at all that volume. A lot of volume this week. But look, it couldn't close above last week. It does have this nice cup pattern. That might be the better one if I were going to go long. Get a buy signal here. You could take it if it breaks above this high here on a daily chart. This is a daily squeeze. Yeah, you've got some selling in there. But if it can clear above that high, maybe it can keep running. Wedgie, that's a scam stock. I say that now, watch it go higher. DAP, here's another one. So made a move, it's up. Now does it want it? It probably needs more time. I also wonder, like Coin and MSTR and some of those, they've already made moves. These are kind of left behind. This one trying to break out of that range. Cypher. And that also has a weekly squeeze volume, but look, it's just going sideways. I don't know, I don't see so much so far. Maybe this ELTX. I think I might have to put an additional filter on this, scanning for stocks that have earnings. EMPH, that looks okay right here in a daily. Right? Earnings is down, no, revenue's down big time. Float. Yeah. It's okay. PRE, look at that in the weekly. You got a weekly squeeze. What do we got here? Diagnostics. I don't see much. I'll have to look at the weekly squeezes next. Let's get through maybe about 50 of these. And then what I'm going to do, Sarah? How do you pronounce that? C-bus. And that one I think is a little bit better if we're just looking at it's starting to break out of that range. That's some big time sales growth there. Float. What is the float? I don't know. Let's flag it. It's a biotech though. Do more research on that. I don't want to do more research. Someone's flagging out. Alright, so these, let's go flip it the other way. Zero. Yeah, look at that. This thing ran up all the way up to 12. And most of these are pump stocks. I think I have to do some additional filters on this squeeze. Weekly, let's look at, alright, yeah, the ones that have been up the most the past year. Alma earnings. I just don't see much going on here. Okay, maybe that one. 700% earnings growth. Had a big breakout. It's already fading. JFIN. Internet content. This one going sideways. Need a run. About 75%. Yeah, I did try this one. It just didn't really go anywhere. It could still go. It's probably one of the better setups out there. Natural gas. IAG. It's a nice cup setup. It's already up 15%. Take it at a break above this high. 333. CCC. Yes. This is IAG. Negative earnings growth. Big sales growth there. Bigger float. This is a low price stock. PRO. It's a daily and weekly squeeze software. Yeah, choppy. Uranium. You know, I'm looking for something that's had a nice long, like big move up like this. AMR. I mean, this is up 3,000%. Then a long sideways move. And look at this squeeze. Red is normal squeeze. White's really tight. And then it breaks out. Moving averages. Flip all stacked positive. And then makes a nice 125%, 25% move. Celsius, another one. This weekly squeeze. NVIDIA. That's what we're looking for. Stuff that's like high up here on a shelf. And SMCI is another one. And going through this list, I don't see anything like that in here. You can go through it faster. And SWN, okay. Southwestern Energy. But see, also you're looking at the fundamentals are total shit there. Now, maybe the stock moves before the fundamentals. That's always a thing, too. Yeah, just a long cup and kind of wedging up handle. Now this one looks a little better. Here you got a long move, 300% and sideways for basically, I don't know, 89, almost sideways for basically almost 2 years. And it's still probably in a buy zone technically. It's been running on a daily, double bottom. This one looks pretty good. Now the fundamentals, again, the fundamentals are shit. But if oil's going to go, yeah, that's what you like to see in a squeeze. So I think so far the only ones that I'm really seeing are noticing a theme with oil. FRO, see that's kind of this hasn't consolidated enough, really hasn't formed much of a base. Here's another one, CNQ. So we're noticing a theme, oil names that are popping out on this weekly squeeze. Another one, USAC. Here you got better fundamentals, but it hasn't made as much of a move. It's 100%. Floats a smaller cap. I'll flag it. And I'll put these into a list and have those ready to go. Lemonade. Yeah, Matador, that's another one. Made a big move here. It's been going sideways. Let's look at AMR one more time. The daily broke out right there. Would have been here. Right. So didn't really have it. Maybe had like a 1 dot daily squeeze. See the past year, these aren't as up as much. Guess could be another one. You've had unparalleled stocks running. It's got this nice cupping action. It's already above the upper Bollinger Band, making new highs. It's got some fundamental growth. I don't know. I want to buy their clothing. Energy U, I like that one. So again, noticing a theme. It's made a move of, it's basically a 15 bagger. It's going sideways for almost 2 years. It's come out of a daily squeeze. ADR is 4.54. That might be one of the better setups out there. Vips. Consumer. So that came out and came right back. Tank. Yep, that was another one. Dino's another one. Fundamentals are pretty shitty on that. This is D-Lo. And a nice pop here. It was up this week. Made a move of 55%. It's pulled back to moving average. It's got earnings and sales. This could be one. It's got the daily and weekly squeeze. It has earnings coming up. You can buy it before earnings. And D-Lo PPF. Another one. Oil. Again, see a clear water paper. Let's see if we get through 100 of these. It's windy out. I'm outside right now. BTU, that's a nice weekly squeeze, and it's breaking out of this box. Coal, potentially, if that's going to go. And fundamentals are pretty shitty. What was that? Another oil? Another oil name. Okay. Semiconductor atom. I would not go for a semiconductor that's lagging now at this point, this stage of the game. So here's what we got. We're going through both of those lists. Let's look at the BITQ. You can take that. IAG on a weekly, you can take it at a break even above this high. Maybe it forms a handle. Pay that one I'm going to remove from the list. Matador, MTDR. I think this one's probably the best of all the oil stocks. It's a former big time runner. CNQ is nice. This guy is such a huge float. How much was this run? Kind of missing it on the daily. I think Energy is probably the better one. Because if oil's going to go, then that should go. Like the BTU as well. Maybe this D-Lo.